Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Monday that an expanded offensive against Hamas would be intensive and see more Palestinians in Gaza moved, quote, for their own safety. The comments come after his security cabinet approved plans that may include seizing the Gaza Strip and controlling aid.
Last night, we stayed up late in the cabinet and decided on an intensified operation in Gaza. It was the Chief of Staff's recommendation to proceed, as he put it, towards the defeat of Hamas. And along the way, he believes this will also help us rescue the hostages. And I agree with him. We are not letting go of this effort, and we will not give up on anyone.
Vehicles were seen arriving at a military drafting station in northern Israel on Monday as tens of thousands of reservists were called up. A report by Israeli public broadcaster Khan, citing official sources, said the newly approved plan was gradual and would take months. An Israeli defense official said the operation would not be launched before U.S. President Donald Trump concludes his visit to the Middle East next week. The official said there was a, quote, window of opportunity for a ceasefire and hostage release deal during Trump's visit. Israel resumed its war in Gaza in March, ending a U.S.-backed truce that lasted 2 months. Palestinians in Gaza City were seen mourning those killed in an Israeli strike earlier in the day. They were women and children, civilians who weren't engaged in political activity, according to this man, whose relatives were among the dead. Israeli troops have already taken over an area amounting to around a third of Gaza. The ground operation has involved building surveillance posts after displacing the population in what the military calls security zones. The new strategy will go further, a defense official said, with Israeli forces seizing the entire territory of Gaza, moving its civilian population southward, and keeping humanitarian aid from falling into Hamas's hands. The official said aid distribution, which has been handled by international aid groups and UN bodies, would be transferred to private companies. Families of hostages still held by Hamas protested the war's expansion at the Israeli parliament on Monday.
Going back to war is not what we wanted to hear. We have seen that hostages die during warfare.
Successive surveys have shown dwindling public support for the war among Israelis. Many of them prefer to see a ceasefire deal reached and more hostages released. The Israeli military has declined to comment on the remarks by the government officials.